All right, is this thing on? Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Calvin on time, or shall I say not so on time, since it's been quite a hiatus since I've been back to this channel. No particular reason, just busy living life, you know. I've been bringing my watches with me as I go though. So like for example, I'm back in Virginia now. I was in Boston for some time. I had a great trip to the Grand Canyon earlier this year as well, where I brought my trusty Oris Big Crown Day Pointer with me. Cue the second shots, the B-roll, whatnot for that. But today, for this channel, I'm back to talk about this watch. It's a watch I bought while I was in Japan, a trip right after the Grand Canyon, actually. Yeah, I had recently gotten a promotion at work, and this Japan trip was a multi-months in the process planning between me and some very close friends I've known since grade school. So to commemorate the promotion and such a fantastic trip, when I was going to Japan, I was pretty set on finding a watch and buying one there to memorialize the trip. So we're here today to talk about this watch. Just to share too, also on the trip, while we were in Japan, I brought with me to wear my Cartier Pasha C 35 millimeters GMT with a big date function. Interestingly enough, I actually bought that watch at a different Japan trip 2 years ago with my parents when I was visiting Japan for the first time with them. It's a GMT watch. It did great on the trip as well. Water resistant, shock proof or shock resistant. GMT as well too, so it'll help me keep track of time between Japan time and the east coast of the US. But yeah, more on that Pasha in another video, just because I want to chat about what I see there in terms of the Pasha and the C and it's a great watch. I love it. Anyways, to share about this watch that I got, it's the Orient Bijou vintage one from the 1990s. It's a Japanese brand, Orient, of course. It's a mechanical movement, and it's a skeletonized, gold-plated watch. It's actually really beautiful. I quite like it. To share a bit about the backstory here, we started out in Tokyo and did the typical trip down to Osaka to visit Kyoto and Kobe. Great trip. Maybe I'll make a video on that separately, but in terms of watches, it was mostly around Tokyo and Osaka where I was searching, and I found the best deals in Osaka, where there were still a lot of options but slightly cheaper prices than Tokyo, I would say. And interestingly enough, I found this one in a thrift store. It's called Second Street. If you're familiar with Osaka, I found it in the Shinsaibashi, the really long covered shopping street that goes all the way down to Dotonbori. Just in a random second street thrift store in there. There's a bunch of other, Watch Nien and other big names there as well, where you could find other vintage watches, but I found mine in where there's typically a lot of clothing, so it goes to show that there's a lot of good options there. I also saw online just a quick scan of the watch. I didn't see any Orient Bijous on Chrono24, but there were a few from eBay selling from Japan, so it might have just been the same watch, but the prices that I saw on eBay were, anywhere from $450 to $500, some without the bracelet, some just the watch face or the dial. This was $300, so in that sense, it was a good deal compared to what was out there on the online markets. I think I did pretty good in scoring this, honestly. It's a mechanical movement, so let me try to bring it up just so you can hear it and see it. So it's a bit rusty, but you can hear that. Get it started. Hopefully you can see this. If not, I'll add some more B-roll, but beautiful skeletonized dial. You can see right through it. You can see like a little heartbeat in the back. You might be able to see that as well, but it's pretty good, pretty cool. Never would I have thought that I'd be getting a watch like this when I went there, honestly. I know I like gold, yellow gold. I was always wanting a skeletonized dial, and I wanted a Japanese brand from this trip, and this was all just for $300 US. So pretty good, in pretty fine mechanical working condition as well. I did a little bit of research on it. It's from a blog to watch. It's the Orient Bijou from the 1990s. It's one of their first attempts and iterations, Orient's that is, one of their first attempts at a skeletonized dial. So it's quite historical there. It's Japanese, which I really appreciate. And yeah, it wears quite nicely as a summer watch. The opposite of inconspicuous, I would say, but you know, it's bold, brash, and quite beautiful, I would say. Yeah, other thing about it is that it is gold plated according to a blog to watch, which is, you know, pretty good, I would say, pretty cool. And I've just been enjoying it, yeah. I was looking at other watches though while I was in Japan, and all of these were from Osaka, by the way, but a few other ones that came up on my list. There's a beautiful, I believe, gold plated or full gold Chopard tank for around 1975 US dollars. I love the Pashas, so there was another Pasha C Panda dial chronograph for around $2,000. Insane deal, insane value. I think Teddy Baldessar actually recently made a video speaking to the Pasha. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful watch. Sporty and kind of classy too at the same time. There is a Tudor Prince Day-Date mini sub. Actually not Day-Date, it's just Tudor Prince Date mini sub for $3,500. You know, a bit more in the upper ranges of what I was looking for in during my trip, but beautiful, beautiful watch there. And then the watch that I was really close to pulling the trigger on was another Cartier, but it was a Tank Française small, quartz one, but with a pink mother of pearl dial. And yeah, I thought this one was really convincing. It wore really small like a bracelet. It had a pink sapphire or pink, maybe it was a synthetic cabochon. So a tad feminine when you add the size and the colors together. I was close to pulling the trigger on it, but you know, I couldn't really full-heartedly say yes to it, so I ended up skipping out on it. But that was the closest one I was going to get, until, you know, I just kind of settled and was satisfied with this one already. So yeah, just wanted to share this watch with you a bit more. I've only worn it a few times out now, but it wears beautifully. I get mesmerized just looking at the movement, and it's taught me to appreciate Japanese watches and Japanese movements just a bit more than I already had. And just a great memorialization of a good trip, good friends, good food, good watches. Yeah, this is maybe a short and sweet video, but yeah, happy to share more. I got more coming on, so. But yeah, this was a short video, hopefully short and sweet, but an introduction back to the channel for me. Hopefully I can share more stuff with you all coming soon, because I got some thoughts on all of this stuff going on. So yeah, this was a Calvin on Time production. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you ever gone watch shopping in Japan, what have you gotten? What your thoughts are on this Orient Bijou? But also, yeah, just love to hear what your thoughts are in terms of anything in the watch world. So thank you. Take care.